Hi, a very good morning to you. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is doing so fine. We are at the time, of the lockdown here locally in Botswana right now. And the very important thing that we should understand is that crisis is part of life. Crisis is part of life. It is going to be here and it's going to pass. It's here and it's going to pass. And we have to understand what we can do, what we can do, what is within our power that we can do to take care of ourselves during this moment. So I'm going to be making live videos once in a while during this lockdown to share with you ideas on what we can do during the lockdown. So one of the things that I realized that I've written about in my book, Embrace of Greatness, is the first chapter where I talk about control the controllable. Control the controllable. And I said, there are so many things beyond our control. I said, there are so many things beyond our control that we don't have control at all over them. And when we focus on what we don't have control over, we miss the chance and we misuse the energy that we can use to focus on the things we can control. When we focus on what we don't have control over, we miss the opportunity to use our energy on what we have control over. And therefore, I see many people who are in panic, many people who are saying, what am I going to do? And what they are actually doing is they are feeding their mind on the news, on the media that is scaring them. So they feel like they are totally not in control. We start to feel like we are not at all in control when we focus on what we cannot control mostly. What you focus on, you multiply. What you focus on, you multiply in your life. And therefore, most of the time, we see that people are faced with issues that they think they are not in control, while the issue is they are focused on what they don't have control over. So I've said some quote yesterday, and I said, at this moment, I am only going to focus on the things that I can control. PowerPoint, a bulletproof for every, crisis. I'm going to focus on what I can control. This time, when everyone else is scared, when everyone else is wondering what's the next meal they are going to get it from, when everyone is scared about for that business, when everyone is scared for that job, your confession and your faith proclamation every single day should be, I am going to focus on the things I can control. When things go wrong, don't go with them. Those are the words of my mentor, Les Brown. He just recently wrote a book, You Gotta Be Hungry. You should check it out online. He said, when things go wrong, don't go with them. Bokani Mohopa, thank you. Thank you for joining in. And make sure you share this with your circle. When things go wrong, don't go with them. We are in times where so many information is circulating around. And some of that information is meant to scare you. Some of that information is meant to help you. So we are in the right time right now where crisis and adversity introduces a man to himself. Those are the words of one great man that I'm listening to during this time. It's Dr. Miles Monroe. He said, crisis and or adversity or corona introduces a man to himself. We are in a point where we realize that no one is in control. I like the statement of our minister. He said, if you feel that you are out of your comfort zone, then everyone is out of that comfort zone and the world is out of its comfort zone. And what happens? We can only be creative. We can only be productive. We can only think creative thoughts when we are pressed and when we are faced with adversity. Without this adversity, I will not be making this video right now. Without this adversity, I wouldn't have completed the 3 books that I've written so far that I'm going to launch in June. So when we are in trouble, the most important thing is to understand that trouble will always be there. Problems are always going to be there. and you are always going to be there. So the question is, what are you going to do to bulletproof yourself in this trouble? And I realized that this is not a physical war. It's a mental and a spiritual war. So you have to get in a position where you understand you are going to win this battle. And we are going to win. You are going to win this battle because you are not going to go with the chaos. You are going to go inside of you and regulate yourself and focus on the things you have control over. And as you do that, day after day, week after week, month after month, you are still going to be here because you are in control. So this problem is going to affect so many people who are not in control of themselves than those who are in control of themselves. Forget about that it's contagious. You don't have to be around people. This problem is going to affect more people who are not able to be on their own, who are not able to say, I am going to focus on what I can control. My focus is on the things I can control. I just wanted to share that word of encouragement. But today, I wanted to share a personal, leadership, tip that can help you through crisis as this ones. One of them is this: build an empowering routine. Under this lockdown and empowering routine, you have been used to waking up early and doing certain activities. Your body has been accustomed to that. You have programmed yourself to that. In my first book, The Birth of Greatness, I said program yourself, and this is the right time to program yourself. Now, you have been used, to waking up early and doing certain activities. You have been used to being busy during the day. You have been actively been busy during the day, and now you are getting in a position from busy activity to no or less activity. And when you experience that, the mind goes through stress. Yes, the mind has its own stress. Now, your body goes under stress. Now, most people right now, they are depressed and they feel uncomfortable to be doing nothing. So the most important thing is to keep on minimizing the shift that you are going through right now. Minimize the shift you are going through right now. You have been through a busy, hectic day to a slow, boring day when you don't have a routine. So building a routine helps you to be in that position where you are constantly using your energy, you are constantly using your creativity, you are constantly using your thinking abilities. So you are not disengaged, you are engaged. So what I'm trying to say is be engaged during this time. Find activities that you can do that can keep you engaged. During this moment, your body needs you to be more engaged than ever. So you need to engage your mental, you need to engage your social, your psychological, and your physical. So find activities every single day that you can do that can keep you sane. Find activities every single day that can keep you sane. During this crisis, what I'm going to do, I'm going to commit to do these live videos. I am going to commit to do writing. I just completed my 5th book. I've written 3 books, 3 new books, and that are ready to be released. So what I'm doing during this time is I am revising them, researching more, finding on the internet to complement the thoughts that I've written in my books so that I can build an empowering routine. I can build an activity. I can engage my mind. I can engage what I think. I can engage my social ability. I can engage, So what we are actually doing right now, this extreme social distancing is what one of my mentors, my mentees, is working on. He is writing a book called Disconnect to Connect, Emmanuel Inja. He's writing a book called Disconnect to Connect. So he is saying we are actually more connected to our superpowers when we are disconnected. We are actually more connected to our dreams when we are disconnected. We are actually more connected to our visions when we are disconnected. That sometimes this connection is actually disconnecting to our main purpose. This adversity is introducing us, to who we really are. That's why the statement I started with, adversity introduces a man to himself. So disconnect to do what? To connect. Disconnect to connect. And as you disconnect from the social, you are now disconnecting to the self. You are now introducing yourself to yourself. Hello, say this is Makwana. Now, this is the time to do you. You are not listening to what your friends are saying now. Now, you are not listening to what your boss is saying. You are not listening to what your mother is saying. You are not listening to what your friends are saying. You are listening to yourself. And for so long, some of us, we have lost the courage to listen to ourselves. I see why the lady released a song and she said, listen to your heart. That most of the time we are busy listening to other people around us. We think we are really connected. We are really social beings, and along the way, we miss our destiny because we are busy connected to things that has nothing to do with our destiny. That's a super power point there, and you should share it. So most of the time, we are busy connected to the things that has nothing to do with our destinies. And therefore, we are disconnected from our destiny. So this is the best moment now to say, what empowering routine can I build that can connect me to my destiny? What empowering routine can I work on that can help me to connect to my destiny? You have so much you can offer, but because you have been listening to so much noise around you, you were not able to listen to yourself. You have so much you can offer during this time. So many solutions you can write. So many books you can release. So many business you can start now. So many ideas that can change our community that you have. But you were not able to tap into that inner potential because you were tapping in the outside social potential. You were listening to what other people are doing and you were just following the flow. We are living in the right time, and this is the right moment for you to connect to yourself and understand that this social distancing is social connecting to your dream, to your family, to your kids. Now, what are some of the activities you can do every single day that can help you to get through this? These activities are going to stay for a lifetime. As you connect to them, you are going to see how much power you have, how much potential you have, and you are going to continuously tap into that inner potential and ability. So I am challenging you in this time. This is the right time to build an empowering routine. Find activities you can do every single day that can help you to become a better person, that can help you to become a better teacher, that can help you to become a better employee, that can help you to become a better wife, a better girlfriend, a better wife, a better husband, a better employee, a better employer, a better business person. This is the best moment to do that. So you are disconnected so that you can connect to yourself. You are disconnected so that you can use this moment to thrive, so that you can use this moment to dream again, so that you can use this moment to try your ideas again. God is giving you this moment to connect with yourself. And we know so many people today, they have long disconnected with themselves. They have long disconnected with their dreams. They have lost it all. They don't know where they are right now because they have been following the social gatherings. They've been following what everyone is doing. This is now where you have to do you. You have to do your true being. You have to do your true potential. My second book, Embrace Your Greatness. I talked about not following the crowd. And at the back I said, this book is for those who are willing to challenge the status quo. Those who are willing to say, even though people are not doing this, I am doing this. And earlier this year, I have made a 5-city tour, including the last one that I did at the Kingdom of Eswatini. And I was talking about growth. And I was telling most people that growth is not what other people perceive you to be. It's not what the money people are talking about. It's not what the promotions people are talking about, the better, the beautiful cars. No. Growth is you feeling that inside of you that I am becoming a better husband. I am becoming a better wife. I am becoming a better speaker. I'm becoming a better business person in the inside of you. And I concluded to say growth is an inside job. Now, understanding now within your boundaries of your home now, growth is a what? Is an inside job. So this is the best moment to focus on the family growth, the spiritual growth, the psychological growth, the vision-oriented growth. So you have this best opportunity right now to focus on what you can do. And we know there is so much you can do. At this moment, I want you to focus in the inside of you and ask yourself, have I been living to my fullest potential? Have I been doing the best that I can do? Have I been following my vision? Have I been following my God-given abilities? If not, this is the best moment to do that. This is the best opportunity to do that. Focus on your journey. Focus on your journey and understand this. The skills you have not been using, you have been destroying them. The thoughts and the ideas you've been having and not using because you were busy, you have destroyed them. My mentor said this to me, Mr. Makwana, what you don't use, you lose. What you don't use, you lose. This is the moment now where you are going now to your dumping side, where you have been dumping your ideas, your creativity. You are going back, to doing that laundry now of ideas, to say, which one can work for me right now? When people come out of their houses, what will they be looking for? Funny part is saying that I've written a book called What Amazing Employees Do. As soon as you come out of that, lockdown, it will be ready in the market. As soon as people go back to the workplaces, they will meet the book, What Amazing Employees Do During Crisis. So now I am preparing myself with solutions and not with problems. I am preparing myself at this moment with solutions and not with problems. Here's the thing that I told my mentees. Recently, when I was sharing some coaching sessions, I have a program called the Empowered Second Leadership Academy. I'm working with 15 individuals, helping them on that journey for a 3-month program. And I say to them, when you focus on the problem, when you are busy focusing on this crisis, whatever crisis, not only corona, whatever crisis you are faced with your life, when you are busy focusing on it, here's the problem. The crisis will pass and you will still remain with excuses that you have a crisis. When you focus on the crisis, when all you are doing right now is focusing on the crisis, if your routine, now I'm talking about building an empowering routine, so this is what you should not do. During a crisis, you don't focus on the crisis. You focus on your internal abilities and skills. You focus on your vision. People who are busy focusing on this crisis right now, they will not have anything to say after the crisis passes because they were doing nothing but focusing on the crisis. So people who are going to become rich, not only in money, but rich family values, rich vision, rich daily routine, rich healthy habits. Those who are going to be able to have those at the end of this crisis are the people who are focusing on that. Rich vibes, vibrating at the energy of spreading positivity, reading books, learning, watching audios like this, like you are watching right now. These are the people, when the crisis go out, it will be like they were not through crisis. And you'll be like, how did you write these 5 books while we were busy dealing with corona? There's nothing you can do about corona than staying inside, than staying in your room and taking care of yourself and your family. But beyond that, what is it that you are preparing right now so that when the corona passes, you have something to offer? Right now, so many people have something to say about the crisis. Oh, this crisis has been sent. Oh, it was man-made. Oh, be careful what your energy you are giving, because once the corona passes, you are left with nothing. So whatever you are building right now is putting you in a position to win. I love my first book, The Birth of Greatness. I said, position yourself. Put yourself in a position to win. Put yourself in a position to succeed. How do we do that? When people are complaining, get to work. When people are running around, get to work. When people are finger pointing, get to work. Take responsibility for your life. That is a very important routine, an empowering routine, that every single day I'm not going to be spreading out things I don't know. I'm going to be operating from clarity, and clarity is within me. I'm going to be saying, what can I do in this time of crisis? So I am challenging you. This crisis is here at the right time, at the right moment. You must take advantage of it. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. These 28 days, you are going to be productive, you are going to be creative, you are going to bring solutions and not problems. You are going to be showing up with courage and not fear. You are going to be showing up with faith and not timidity. You are going to be showing up with motivation and not blaming people. This is the right time to be alive. This is the right time to work on your dream. This is the right time to work on your family. This is the right time to work on whatever you have been saying. I do not have time. Now you have the time. You don't have an excuse. So I am challenging you. Create an empowering routine. Create an empowering routine. And thank you so much for tuning in. When this crisis passes, you have to have something to say. There are people who have a lot to say right now. After this crisis passes, they will be quiet as introverts because they have not been preparing for the time after the problem. To everything, there is a season. To everything, there is a season. I really believe, I'm a man of faith, I really believe in the Bible when it says there is a season for crying and there's a season for happiness. There is a season for joy. There's a season for sadness. This is the season for sadness. It will pass. It will pass. I was doing literature back in Bobono in Matera Hill School. One of the books I love, it was Season Comes to Pass. Seasons come to pass. These too shall pass. And when it passes, what will you be ready to offer? When the season passes, what will you be ready to offer? These are the amazing times. And you have to have something to offer. You are not going to go through this and come out the same thing, the same person you were before. This is the moment to take it to 120. This is the moment to do the best you can possibly do. You are not going to come out of this season the same way you have been before. This is the right time to build something. And my book is saying, create your own economy. Do something for yourself today. Create your own economy and do something for yourself today. And it all starts today. Don't forget to share this with your friends so that they know that seasons come to pass. So you must be doing something right now that is preparing you for what? For another season. We don't know what's coming. So when you are busy focused on what this season is showing off, you may be busy not focusing on what the next season is about to bring. Because the next season is going to come and pass if you are busy focused on what this season is all about. So while you are dealing with the current issue, you must be preparing for the next one. In my book, I said it's so easy. If you take care of today, tomorrow will take care of itself. What a way to live. That we are aware that I don't have control of what is going to happen in the next day. I don't have control of what is going to happen next week. But if I do my best today, I'm keeping myself in a better position for tomorrow. While we are dealing with this issue, let's deal with ourselves so that when the issue passes, we still have our dealt selves. We are ready for the next season. Harvesting time is coming. I like one of the seasons that we really like. They will say winter is coming. Why? They are aware that it's summer now. It's winter now. But guess what? Summer is coming. It is spring now. But guess what? Autumn is coming. It is winter now. Guess what? Summer is coming. So we are not dealing with one season. We are dealing with so many seasons. And if you are busy, focused on one season, you may miss the opportunity another season is going to bring. My friends, it's very simple. If you deal with today, if you are aware that today is preparing you for the next time, you will be ready. People will be complaining all seasons. You know those people, they are complaining all seasons. It's summer, oh, it's too hot. It's winter, oh, it's too cold. It's spring, oh, the rain. So they are always complaining, such that when the next season hits, they are not prepared. Listen to what my mentor said to me. That changed everything. He said, it's better to be prepared, son, and have no opportunity than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. It's better, my friend, to be prepared at this moment and have no opportunity at this moment. But guess what? It's very worse to have an opportunity when the next season comes and not be prepared. Build a routine that will put you in a position to be prepared. You are here for the right time. God knew that this moment will come, but it is introducing you to yourself. I can talk the whole day, but what I'm saying is, this too shall pass, and you are not alone. Wherever you are, whatever you are faced with, this too shall pass. However pressed you feel, remember my one wise minister of health, he said this: if you feel that you are out of your comfort zone, No one is in the comfort zone. The world is not the world is not in its comfort zone. We are all out of our comfort zones. And the good thing I like about not being in comfort zone is that you become creative. Be creative. You become more wise. Learn. Understanding separates everything from everything. Understand how things work. This is the moment to look in the inside of you and say, what can I offer? I ask myself this question. After this season of crying and gnashing of teeth, what am I going to offer? And I've worked on a book which is ready for you. 3 books actually. The first book that I've worked on during from November to January is called A Year of Growth. And then I worked on another one called Education Today. And then the third one that I started working on when the corona hits is what amazing employees do during crisis. I am getting ready for the next season because this one is about to pass and the next one is about to start, and you must be ready. And you can only be ready, like I said today, by building an empowering routine that position you for success tomorrow. If you do your best today, tomorrow will be your day. Thank you. And leave your comments on what you've learned today. See you again tomorrow. Thank you so much and take care of yourself.